Hello everyone, my name's Kyle, and welcome to Film Domain. Today, we will be discussing one of the most talked about recent films, Bird Box. Before we get started though, thank you for checking out Film Domain. Be sure to subscribe and share this channel to help us grow. If you'd like to see our gaming content, go check out Game Domain. Today, we will be discussing the social impact that Bird Box has had, so let's jump in. Bird Box is a feature-length horror film created by Netflix starring Sandra Bullock. In a world that is suddenly ravaged by invisible monsters, Sandra Bullock and her other castmates quickly learn the trick to survival. Don't look.
Under no circumstance are you allowed to take off your blindfold.
As they tape their windows shut and craft their blindfolds, the team navigates their way through a blind world. However, there is something almost as scary as the monsters themselves: a group of psychopaths who can keep their eyes open without dying. These psychopaths, being crazy, are hunting down survivors to force them to look at the monsters.
No.
The story is recounted by Bullock's character 5 years after the initial event, as she makes her way down a treacherous river without any use of her eyes and 2 small children in tow. Bird Box has proven to be a unique twist on the horror genre, as in most fright films, the trouble isn't whether or not you hear the monster, but how you react once you're caught. The monster is usually an evil force, whether big or small, that has the capability and desire to harm or kill you. However, Bird Box flips that script a bit. In the film directed by Susanne Bier, the monsters are entirely invisible. No dimensions, no noise, and no disgusting face. The real kicker is that the monsters aren't even what kill their victims. Whoever is exposed to the creatures without a blindfold, whoever sees, kills themselves in one way or another. Be it stepping in front of a garbage truck, jumping out of a window, or shooting themselves in the head, the monsters' victims are forced to end their own lives, which goes to show the true power that these creatures wield. Similar to other genre films, Bird Box has had an immense amount of support from horror and non-horror film buffs alike. In an article by Forbes Online magazine, Netflix reported that over 45 million of their accounts viewed the film in the first 7 days on the streaming service. This, being the first concrete number ever released by Netflix, set records for viewership in the company's history. This new and original horror concept created more than a ripple in the online community as well. Among film critics, the overall response to the film was positive, in that it offered a different kind of challenge and adversity to its characters over previous horror films. However, one of the largest influences to the film was definitely the response that it got from the online community and Reddit in the form of memes. Memes have become one of the most common ways for the young adult generation to share ideas, challenge social norms, and discuss the most recent topics that are swirling about the internet. The Bird Box memes that have emerged are nothing less than hilarious, and get more and more creative the deeper you go. There are any number of scenes from the movie that people have taken and created new meaning for, the most common of which is one of the promotional image of Sandra Bullock blindfolded in her rowboat going down the river. These memes usually relate to such topics as, "Could you see us together?" and "Could you please clean those dishes?" Don't ask me why, memes are weird. The next most common meme is from a scene where one of the crazy people, who can see without dying, forces one of the other characters to look by holding their eyes open. This is usually accompanied by, "If he's no good, show me," and other topics that force people to hold their eyes open to see something that they otherwise would not have seen. Overall, the memes that have been created by today's community are incredibly original. They are also unique and allow a way for minds to think critically and examine finer points within the film by considering the meaning and intent within each scene. Though it may seem arbitrary, memes do play an important role in today's media. Finally, we'll take a moment to talk about the reasoning behind the film and the message that it was supposed to send. Director Susanne Bier went back and forth on whether or not to give the creatures a reveal or physical form for a great deal of the production. However, she finally decided that allowing the monster to be defined would render the fear meaningless. In her words, whatever those beings are, they tap into your deepest fears. Everybody's deepest fears are going to be different from the other person. The most terrifying part in any horror film, and real life, is not knowing what monster is coming after you, only knowing that it's coming to get you. Thanks to everyone for tuning into this first real video here on Film Domain. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought of today's vid, and also tell us what you thought of the movie. Make sure that you leave a like on this video, and subscribe to Film Domain and our sister channel, Game Domain, as well. If you'd like to chat with our cast and crew and some other film buffs, why not join our Discord? The link is down in the description. That Discord is going to be our hub for everything Game Domain and Film Domain, and you guys are all welcome to come talk about your film, gaming, and other interests. We hope to see you there. Once again, thanks for watching Film Domain, and stay tuned for more great content.